Good morning, afternoon, and evening, and everything in between. I'm the Canadian, back with another video. And today, we're doing another Transformers review. And this one is going to be coming from a more recent... Recent? Yeah, it's pretty recent now. Oh, is it? Please hold while I start feeling old. How? It's a couple... Wow. It's been a couple years since this came out. Oh my god. My age is starting to show. I'm only 27. Anyway, while I have an existential crisis, we're going to be taking a look at a figure from the Transformers Cyberverse. I think this was the Bumblebee Adventures line, or was it just the regular Cyberverse line? Anyway, not Deluxe class, but Warrior class, Decepticon Soundwave. Decepticon Soundwave. Ooh. First thing I'm going to state is this doesn't roll that well. There is a lot of kibble down below. Well, not really kibble, but, you know, stuff. And his accessory keeps falling off. And it hits. It don't roll well. And yeah, I know, this line was meant more for children, not really collectors. So, you know, the kid aspect. But yeah. Another thing I'm going to point out, and you can't really, I'm not really seeing this on camera, and I don't know if it'll show up, you know, when it's uploaded. Oh boy, does he have the yellowing syndrome. Yeah, there is a lot of plastic on here, mainly like the softer stuff, like the doors and some joints in the fists. When I first got this, the blue was uniform, like everything was the same blue. There's no clear plastic paint or anything. But now looking at this, like up here, down here, the fists, any like hinge joints that are in here, oh boy, it has a massive yellowing problem. Which is weird because I have some white figures, like some Ratchets that have been out. You know, I have my Bumblebee movie Ratchet, Cybertron Ratchet, on a display shelf where sunlight gets to it and there's no yellowing, yet the dark color one yellows. Yeah. So this is my shout out to you guys watching this. Leave a comment down below if there is a way to reverse the yellowing, to restore the blue. Because, yeah, when you look at it in person, it looks pretty bad. It's, well, it's not pretty bad. It doesn't look pretty bad, it is pretty bad. But, anyway, carrying on, the vehicle mode for the Soundwave is when they decided to use it. I think it started in RID 2015, the armored truck. And yeah, this is an armored truck. I know the RID 2015 one was, you know, it looked good, but this one looks beefy compared to that one. Like, this is a chunk of a truck. And even holding it too, like, it is, for today's standards, I'm gonna raise this up a little bit. For today's standard, like, this is a solid vehicle mode. Like, a lot of them I can hold and just squeeze and it pops apart. This, it ain't moving. And with the way the wheels spin, yeah, it still isn't moving. Painting and sculpting on this figure, there is some nice detail molded in, like some barred side windows there, the armor lines. The paint is nice too. They got some gold paint up front here and in the back as well. The arms are visible, but you know, he's looking at the back of the car with some black vents back there. Some more yellowing on the doors here. Again, not sure if that's visible or not. And then you have his accessory, which is his battery cannon with a nice red stripe on there. That just tabs on a rectangular tab, rectangular hole, rectangular tab, right there. So that's the accessory done. There's another accessory, but that's for robot mode. And I'll get to that in a moment. Some more detail as well. Is there Not really much in the way of lights, but on the, you have what's going to be his chest. Yeah, they're not hiding that. Right on top of the hood. Right there, and it's got the black, nice flat, goldish black with some gold outlines with a nice Decepticon symbol. And the grill is silver plastic with some very nice Allspark blue lights. And then he's got his little radar thing up here. Another thing. Hasbro. We all know Hasbro's going for their, at this time was starting to, whoops, I kicked my camera. Was going for the plastic-free packaging, so it was open window. You know, you could stick your hand in there. Now, I don't know if this was supposed to be loose in the box or if it was what they do now where they strapped it to the back of the box. But I've seen other videos where there's supposed to be a blast effect, like Soundwave's blast effect, that he shoots out from his radar dish. That's tabs on there because there is a port there. Mine was missing. Now, I don't really care because looking at it, it looked pretty ugly and it looked like a big glob of plastic that just fell from the plastic nozzle thing. You know, so I don't really care, but, you know, that's kind of an issue, and that's what a lot of people have had issues with is, you know, with the way the packaging was, people would go in and, another thing too with, well, when I first thought, but this detail was strapped in the back for robot mode. I'll show you that in a bit. You know, people could go in and take accessories. It was pretty easy. You know, they're only strapped on with like one little tie. You can just pop it right out. You know, and a lot of people don't even notice until they open the packaging. So yeah, I was missing the blast effect. I don't really care about that. You know, I didn't like that blast effect when I saw it. So, other than that... Oh, and then, yeah, the bottom. Yeah, you can see legs. Or what's going to be legs. Robot mode, let's go to that. Getting into robot mode is actually pretty interesting. When the first couple times I actually found it a little difficult. Mainly because I'm a guy and we don't read instructions. Just waiting for something to show up in the background. So, starting off, the radar dish, going to flip that up and open up the windows. After that, I'm going to, what do I do next? Oh, no. I'm learning. Yeah, it has to be going to try and untab? What do I, oh, bring that up. Untab the front, and then untab, hold on. Untab the leg, there we go. Untab the legs from the back. And that whole assembly is going to come down and rotate on a mushroom peg. And then that's just going to go in the back there. Next up, fold the feet out like so. And there you have the legs. Coming up to the upper body. Untab the arms like so. Swivel, or swivel, yeah, and then untab where they go just a little bit, and that frees up enough space to swing them down. It also helps if the windows are up. And then you're going to turn them out, and there's a little tab here on the outside that tabs into the center of the front wheel, which is something that's kind of ingenious. Bring it out. And bring the fist out. The yellowing fist. Yes, I'm going to keep mentioning if the part is yellowing. I'm going to mention it is yellowing. Same side. Or second side, same as the first. And then the whole back assembly will just fold like that. And then that will just sit there. Like so. And then take his Canon accessory and park it on there. And there you have loose joint Cyberverse Warrior Class Soundwave. And from Cyberverse, like I know like they were pretty gimmick heavy with their figures. I absolutely enjoy this figure. The Starscream figure that came out, the Warrior Class one, was pretty nice too. But this one, this is my favorite. You know, he has the Soundwave aesthetic to it. You know, like the classic Soundwave aesthetic, while also having a modernization. You know, there's always going to be something that is going to be carried over. You know, he has his cassette chest, you know, something he should always have. Unless it's Prime. I liked Prime, Soundwave, you know. But yeah, this is very nice as well. He does have some loose joints. But yes, painting and sculpting on this figure, very nice as well, despite the line. The head is a very nice modernized G1 type head, very angular, very angry looking. Molded quite nicely. The crest, some nice paint detail as well. He does have a little bit of a silver crest up top, as well as the silver faceplate inventing there, and the red visor as well. Does maintain the hood is now the chest. His shoulders, he does have his Soundwave monitor things going on there, painted quite nicely. And his arms are molded in silver with nice red striping around the panels there. And then his yellowing fists. His fists are going... Again, someone please, if you know a way to fix it, please drop a comment and let me know. Because it's... Looking at, I know like you can't tell in the camera, but it's pretty bad. Going down there, you do have his crotch, yellowing crotch, and some detail as well. Some lighting there. He does have his play, pause, forward, backward buttons that he'll always have. And then going down, you do have some molded detail there. And then his leg, his shins, very nice shins, molded in blue plastic. Painted black knees with some nice molded detail there. Gold vents, and then his silver shins there. A nice, you know, G1 color scheme. And his feet are just molded black as well. Take a look at the back there. Just truck detail. Hollow arms, hollow legs, you know. Line was meant for kids. You're not going to be looking at it from the back. He does have, you know, some really nice articulation as well. His head, I'm going to move that out of the way because this does get in the way. His head is just on a swivel, so no up and down, but you can go 360. And yes, the back of his head is hollow. I know. Shoulders, do a full 360. And a ratchet as well. Both arms are on a ratchet, which I found unusual. Bicep rotation here, and then, oops, yeah, by the way, that falls off. The elbows do a nice 90 degree. Also, ratcheting as well. That's, yeah, I found that quite interesting. He does have a waist rotation due to transformation, but it doesn't really work. It only goes that far. If you want more, you have to bring down the grill in the back, and then you can get a full rotation there. Legs are on a ball joint. They can go up that far. If you fold this up, which then messes everything up, it can go back, but other than that, it just goes back that far. Being on a ball joint, oh no, they do go, well, that pops off though. Goes about that far, so not quite a full split, but enough that it counts. Does have a thigh rotation, and a very nice knee joint as well. Go all the way back, and then just do the transformation. His legs go that far down. And he has a very limited ankle pivot as well. So all in all, this is a very nice figure, despite the line. Oh, he does have his gimmick in robot mode that I mentioned before. His chest does open. It's not spring-loaded or anything. You just pop it open. And he does have a little mini laser beak, which was very nice. When I first got this, again, I thought, you know, someone took it because this was just open. But no, this was strapped to the back of the box, and it does transform. Transformation on this guy is super easy. You just pop the wings out, pop his little feet skids down, and you open up his head like that, and you got a little laser beak. Very cute. He does have some small pegs, which he can pop on. Where is it? There it is. Come on. Come on. His arm there. Like so. Why is this not working? There we go. So he can sit on his arm. And he does have some very nice painted and sculpted detail on there as well. You know, you can tell he's a cassette. He does have some other blast effect spots that he can just perch on his shoulder. You do have to fold up one of his feet in order to make it look normal, but yeah. There you go. Nope, that's the wrong way. So yeah, there you go. That is Soundwave. Transformers Cyberverse Soundwave. A nice figure with loose joint. His knees are kind of loose. I'm just going to say that right now. His knees have loosened up. And for some reason, he is back heavy as well. Okay. So that has been the video review of the Transformers Cyberverse Warrior Class Decepticon Soundwave with Little Laserbeak. If you liked this video, click that like button if you want to see more. You're always welcome to subscribe. And leave a comment down below. I always encourage leaving a comment to have some community interaction. And also, down in the description will be a link to the Canadian A Instagram page. The page is up and running. I'm still designing a logo. The same logo will be applied to this channel as well when I get to it. But you can go on there, give that page a follow, and show it some love. But until then, I will see you in the next video.